My friend Jason Britsch is here. You have been in San Antonio,
Yes,
TxDOT.
got back late last night
meetings.
for a conference. Yeah, TxDOT conference. So I've been in San Antonio, flew in last night, and
Oh, good.
here I am.
Did you do anything? Did you see anything cool? I have not been to San Antonio.
So it was in downtown, so we were right next to the Alamo, so that was cool to get to go see.
What?
I've been I'm from San Antonio area, so I've seen, but I haven't.
You are.
Yeah, I haven't been down to and gotten to see the Alamo in a while, so it was cool to get to go just walk around downtown San Antonio and kind of just see all the new things that are there. They're renovating a bunch of the stuff downtown. They're doing like Alamo renovations and
That's right.
adding on a lot of stuff. So it was cool. It was cool to see that.
When you go, and you being from there, what'd you think about their roads and their highways?
So it's the same down there as it is. You know, they've got construction going on. Loop 1604 is was probably the most popular roadway down there. So there's constantly doing a lot of overpass work, a lot of bridge work. So 1604, and I got to go on I-35 for a little bit down there, and 35 is, no matter where you're at in the state of Texas, it's somewhat under construction as well. But it's they're doing a lot of good work on 35 because the state of Texas keeps growing and growing and growing, and so that's going to mean more cars on the roadways, and that means the roads got to be better. They got to be able to handle that amount of traffic that's going to be going on them. So it's cool to see all the construction that's happening and helping out with those roads.
Oh, good. Well, here's the thing. I just feel like you said it. Texas is growing, and I know you probably know more of the numbers, but people are coming to the Texas Panhandle. We have more people than ever. It's growing too, and I know that y'all have planned for that and have lots of information on that, but we're seeing it as community people and drivers.
Texas definitely is growing bigger. Like, just the numbers are outstanding. The number of people that are just coming into the state of Texas. Some states it's the opposite for some states. They're seeing a lot of people leaving, not a lot of people coming in. So Texas does not have that problem. You know, they're seeing a lot of people coming in, and so that's why you see a lot of these projects that we're doing. That's the main focus of I-27 through the middle of, from 45th to the I-40 interchanges, because we're upgrading these roadways to meet, you know, these interstate standards to handle the amount of traffic that's going through, the cargo, the 18-wheelers, because you know the 18-wheelers are the ones that, you know, they cause a lot of wear and tear on the roadways because of the weight that's on them. And so, and we know I-27 and I-40 see a lot of truck traffic. It's hundreds of thousands of cars every day that are on those roads. So that's why we have to upgrade and maintain these roadways, because as much as we'd like to just build them and forget them, that's not how it works. You know, you got to work on those. You got to work on the frontage roads. You got to work on the exits and everything. And so you just got to keep meeting those standards. And that's a big reason for the project in between Amarillo and Canyon. There's more traffic. There's more people, because we don't want. This is an anticipatory project. We don't want to. This is a proactive project. It's not a reactive. We don't want to go in 10 years and, you know, we're like, why don't we have a roadway that's big enough to handle this amount of traffic? So that's the big hope with this project, is, you know, that it's going to be able to keep up with the demand, the amount of people that we're projecting to be on these roads in the future here in 10 or 20 years, because Texas keeps getting bigger, Amarillo keeps getting bigger. So we're just trying to keep up with that need.
What do we need to know coming into the holidays? I've already done news stories this morning. 80 million people are going to be out traveling. I mean, and that's not all that number with the highways, but I mean, people are going to grandma's house, and it's that really busy time of year, I feel like, for TxDOT.
The holiday season's approaching. Next week is Thanksgiving, and then just a few weeks after that, it's going to be Christmas time. It's the holiday season, and we know it's a joyous time. It's a fun time, and so people are going to be celebrating with friends and family that they probably haven't seen in a while, and but you know, that also means, you know, there's going to be alcohol involved, you know, in celebrating and everything. So we want people to go out and have a good time with their friends and family during these holidays. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, that can also lead to disaster if it's not done safely. Last year in the Amarillo district, in the holiday time period, there were several DUI related traffic crashes. The numbers were low on the fatalities and serious injuries, but the potential of what it could have been is outstanding. One is too many. One serious injury is too many. One fatality is too many. And we got to hear a couple of weeks ago from a family a husband, an Amarillo resident, who lost 4 or 5 family members during Christmas 3 years ago in a drunk driving crash. They were hit by a driver going the wrong way on Loop 335 and unfortunately killed him. Yeah, 3 years ago. So it was during Christmas time. They were out going to look at Christmas lights, and a guy driving the wrong way on the roadway, who ended up being under the influence, hit him head on, and unfortunately they lost their life, and he lost most of his family. So that's it's a reminder. It's, when you hear it, it's tangible. It's not. It puts those numbers into perspective. It's a real story. These are real people that it's happened. Yeah, it's real. So it's getting to hear his story was unbelievable, and it just shows you that it happens here. It can happen here. It's not just happening in other parts of the state. It's happening here. It's a real issue. So we want people during the holiday season to, of course, have a great time, celebrate with friends and family, but just do it responsibly. If you're going to be drinking, don't get behind the wheel. Get a sober driver. Use a ride share. There's countless amount of resources out there to where this shouldn't be happening.
Right.
Stay home. Plan ahead. Stay the night at the place if you can, if you're allowed to. But just plan ahead. Make sure if you've been drinking, don't get behind the wheel. That's the main thing. So
please.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so glad you reminded that, because here's what I will say. I've been young before, and here's what happens. People are like, oh, I'm fine. I can drive. I just live right over there. Or I don't want to have to leave my car and then everybody be mad in the morning. They have to take me back, and who cares? Let that go. Don't even worry.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you live 2 blocks down or 2 miles down or 3 miles down. If you know, it can be the results or like the consequences. Even if you don't cause injury, even if you don't cause a fatality or you don't get a traffic crash, the potential. The potential's out there, and and then law enforcement, they pull you over. The consequences are a lot. It's thousands and thousands of dollars, and you lose your license, and you lose that privilege, and it's hard to get your license back. And so it's not worth it.
It's a whole different game.
It's not worth it to cause inconvenience for someone to come maybe get you to get your car the next day.
Yeah, who cares
It's
about
better
that?
than a $15,000 fine and a year of losing your license.
Right,
so it's
Jason.
not worth it.
I'm glad you said that. And there's so many. I have a sweet friend, Adrian, that is the best Uber driver, and I will give you his number. He is so good.
There's no excuse now. There's no excuse for it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm glad you came. I hope you come back and we see you before Christmas.
Yep, I'll be here.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Real quick, San Antonio tamales are totally different than you did.
I had some. Oh yeah, it's where I'm from. Then they're
different.
I wasn't gonna miss out. I wasn't gonna miss out on Mexican food. That's for sure.
Lucky. I love it. Alrighty. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. You too.